Officials, President Uhuru Kenyatta spoke at length of his plans to flush out Al-Shabaab operatives in the country. The coast region and northern Kenya again at the epicenter of the fight against terrorism.
I also want all the security formations represented here today to undertake the strongest possible measures against actors and dynamics that enable terrorists to operate in or against our country. Foremost of these must be ensuring that all economic linkages with terrorists are cut.
The president identifying key areas of focus that will heavily rely on coordination and cooperation in a multi-agency team approach to prevent and counter terrorism and terrorist activities. Security officers are expected to mount operations to flush out terror operatives. Officers, agencies and personnel will implement county action plans to prevent and counter violent extremism. They will engage local political, religious and opinion leaders within areas mapped as hotspots. The president expects a report by the end of August this year.
We urgently need stronger multinational frameworks to counter terrorism financing structures in our entire East African region and the Horn of Africa. I expect action on this front at the national, regional, as well as the international levels through existing channels, even as government engages with our partners to develop enhanced frameworks.
We in the security sector are present, we are prepared, and we are ready to deliver on the work that you have given us. Despite
an assurance from CS, Garissa, Mandera, Wajir and Lamu counties form part of areas considered as hotspots, and the admission of CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i, locals are linked to recent attacks. President Uhuru now proposing more synergy through a multi-agency setup, security officers in these areas to undergo continuous training that adapts to the changing trends in preventing and fighting terror-related activities.
This focus should be sustained and indeed enhanced in this new year. In addition, I want police and other security officers in hotspots to undergo, as I said before, continuous training that strengthens their skills and resolve in facing and defeating our enemies, particularly in situations that call for combat capability when directly deployed in areas targeted by our enemies.
The president also directed the Salaries and Remuneration Commission to work on paying all security officers field allowances by the end of January. Indisciplined officers will not be dealt with in the usual manner.
Ile story ati ukifanya makosa hapa ati unakuwa transferred pale, hiyo hakuna. Ikiwa ni makosa, jameni jitayarishe kwenda nyumbani. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo mimi nitafanya na nyinyi. Kwa hivyo hakuna haja ya wewe uchukue mzigo ambaye sio wako. Yeah? Unaona? Au ni namna gani? Kama kitu imefanyika wewe ukuwa umechukua hatua mapema.
If the president will walk the talk, this may also deal with corruption in the Ministry of Interior. Francis Mtelaki, Citizen TV, Mombasa.